Okay, so apparently the author of this Blood and Bone book that became a movie, that she sold the rights to the movie before the book was even released. Can you tell me how that actually works, and how does that work? How does that work that you sell the rights to a book or the movie version or whatever of your book before you happen to have the book out? Something seems a little fishy about that to me, a little suspicious, just a little odd, just kind of weird. But, that's just me, I guess. But the author behind fantasy bestseller, you know what? Do you know the term bestseller doesn't mean jack shit anymore? You can pay to be at the top of the bestseller list in the New York Times. Did you know that? You can pay to be there. Matter of fact, you know what we'll do? I'm gonna do this. Hey, Grok. Let's ask Grok. What is this bullshit down there? Get over this. I'm gonna make sure I'm right, because I think you can pay to be a bestseller. Can you pay? Okay, can you pay to top the bestseller book list in the New York Times? Because I might be wrong. I could be completely wrong. It's coming up with things like bulk purchasing and stuff like that, so I'm going to say there's probably a way to do it, but that's not directly paying the New York Times. Okay, no, you cannot simply pay the New York Times to put top on the top or anywhere of its bestseller list. Okay, cool. So then how are people actually doing it, though? Authors and publishers or marketing firms can try to influence the rankings by buying large quantities, but then they don't even actually have to buy the book, though, do they? They just have to make it look like the book was purchased. So you could sell yourself or a subsidiary of your own publishing company the book for like $1 a piece and call it a write-off or some shit, I'm assuming. But okay, now we know there's no direct way to pay your way to the top of the New York Times bestseller list. That's good. That's a good thing. I'm glad we learned that. And am I fully on board with this book? Probably actually did that, or actually legitimately made it to the top of any list? Not really, no. No, especially when the book was written in 2017 by someone who said she wrote it because of black people being killed in the streets. It's funny, though. That's funny to me. How they never write about black people being killed in the streets when it's gang members killing each other, now do they? Anyway, so, and why do they always think that, like, this is what Africans wore, like, back in the day? They don't even wear this shit now. Pause for a sec. Yeah, they don't even wear this shit now. And I know somebody go, well, the Egyptians... No, they didn't. The Egyptians that had money, like pharaohs, yeah, they probably wore some pretty fancy shit. Wore gold and all that crap. Yeah. But the general people, not so much. And I'm sure that, I think this is like supposed to be some dude that's going to be king or whatever. So, okay, the gift's fine. Next year, a film adaptation of the young adult fantasy Children of Blood and Bone, set to arrive in theaters. The movie is being helmed by acclaimed Love and Basketball director Gina Princewood. Acclaimed? What is Love and Basketball? I've never even heard of this. What is Love and Basketball? Love and Basketball. Amazon, Wikipedia, there we go. That looks fucking stupid. That looks dumb as hell. Good thing it probably wasn't meant for me, huh? Okay, just to get to the gist of it, what do we have here? Plenty of authors don't care for certain movies based on their work. Stephen King really hated, the 80s, it was 1980. Oh, I feel so old. Version of The Shining, for example. However, I'm going to try to say this girl's name and not be an asshole about it. Idemi alleges in a TikTok video that this goes beyond her not liking the movie and claims there's something more insidious going on here. Yes, of course there is, because everyone knows this movie is gonna be a complete dog shit show, dog and pony shit show, right? Let's see here. Here we go. In the video, she mentions severe somatic pain. God. Panic attacks she suffered as a result of the strife. She looks like a professional victim, doesn't she? Without having to hear the video. And we're going to go through her video here before I comment too much more. But she looks like a professional victim. So Oh, the audio, turn the desktop down. Okay, why can't I hear it? Either this video is so quiet that like just not gonna hear it, which I don't understand why. Let's go to her thing here. Let's see if I can play it off of here. Is this it? That looks like it. Okay, this is weird. Well, I mean, if we can't hear it, really not a whole lot of reason to react to it now, is there? All right, I guess we're gonna fix some audio issues. Will that do it? Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to read, huh? Let's see here. Does it go down here? Oh, anyway, she basically, because I've heard this fucking video before. I don't really need to hear it again. Basically complains that they weren't nice to her and boo-hoo-hoo and is doing the whole professional victim bullshit. Okay, we'll move on from that. Fans in the comments are critical of Adeni's vagueness in the video, but she is also unclear how much she actually can say. Yeah, this is true. She probably has some type of non-disparity clause that says you can't really say anything bad about specific people. And honestly, she's probably pushing it even a little bit just by saying that she thought things were bad. Now, do I get the gist? Because apparently, I don't know, apparently there were like 45 drafts of this book. So that tells me probably not a whole lot of talent went into it, and I haven't read it, and I'm probably not going to because it wasn't made for me. And also, other thing I'm gonna skim on the subject of. Okay, here's a prediction I have that's gonna happen with this here movie. So when is this supposed to come out? When August, right? Something like that. Let's see here. When's this supposed to come out? Release date. It's supposed to come out on January 15th, 2027. Okay, so I'm gonna predict the beginning of December of this year, 2026. Here's what I say is gonna happen, right? They're gonna start saying, "Hey, white people, you can't comment on this. It wasn't meant for you, and we don't care what you think." Okay, this is or even before then, what's going to be. But that's about the average time frame. They're going to start saying, "Oh, it's not for the whiteys. It's okay, whitey. You don't. Your racist ass doesn't have to watch this. It's okay." And then when white people don't go watch it, and it ultimately fails in the box office because it's going to, then they're going to blame white people for not watching it, and they're going to blame white people, especially white men, for its failure. That's what I see happening here. I don't know. I don't think I'm wrong here. I don't think I'm wrong. But you know what else we're going to do? We're going to check out the trailer. Hi, trailer. Let's get rid of that. Oh, no, we can't check out the trailer because I don't have any audio. Well, shit. Can we move the audio over to there? No, that's not a screen for you. I guess we can't react to the trailer. Okay, well, are my headphones actually hooked up? Is that why that wasn't working? Aha! There we go. We now have audio. I guess it would help if I had the headphones actually working properly, so now that we can all hear and see this joyful trailer. All right, let's go back all the way back to one here. Make sure we're not cranked up too high. There we go. Okay. Why in the world? I don't understand. Okay. I mean, yes, Africa-centric movie with modern day music, sure.
You must not be afraid.
Wait, is that Lasagna Lynch?
My daughter, you must not be afraid.
It's Captain Lasagna herself.
Orisha was once a land where magic flowed.
Oh my god. Our place was lunch of lamb with magic, and then the white man came, right? I haven't seen this, so I'm just going to predict it.
Through our people, you were born with a gift greater than you know, but those who feared our power took it away from us.
Worldwide phenomenon. Until these movies were released, I hadn't heard of that quote-unquote worldwide phenomenon. Kind of weird how that works. This looks like... I'll wait.
No, you miss. Your powers may be gone.
It's Magic Wakanda.
But that does not change who you are.
Holy fuck, Batman, it is Magic Wakanda.
Magic is a festering disease.
Heed my words. You are the future king.
What if that is not the kind of king I want to be?
No one cares.
For years, I have trained you.
Oh, God, it's warrior women time. Wait, is this also a version of House of the Dragon?
Because I believe you are the one.
Yeah, she's the next Black Panther.
You can bring magic back.
Holy fuck, I was joking. Really? Oh, okay. Black Panther knockoff vibes coming up, aren't we?
Look around, it's me and my crew.
I'm gonna say something. It's kind of weird. If this were like on TV, I might watch a little bit of it.
They're looking to you to lead them.
She has the ability to annihilate us all.
Big energy.
You have unraveled me.
Big energy.
Ooh, me powerful woman now.
Mercy! You must strike!
All these years, we believed the gods abandoned us.
Oh, my child, they were waiting for you.
They were waiting for you. Of course they were waiting for you, because you are now the hero of the show. You are now the hero of everything, because you're a strong girl. Oh, fucking hell, really? Greybeard's violent. What? I don't understand. Okay. Yeah, I think, just don't. I do not see this movie going anywhere. And now, okay. Another observation I'm gonna have here. Nowhere in this movie, and I was wrong. It's not white people being evil this time, so I'm gonna have to, small round of applause there for white people not being the evil thing, because I thought for sure when I had heard that the author, whatever her name is, I don't really care now, had said that, it was because she was watching black people get killed and all that shit because of the riots and all that crap. I thought for sure the main villain was gonna be a white dude. Now that could still pop up at a later point somewhere in here. It could be like a white dude speaking in the other dude's ear going, hey, that black magic's bad, man. You don't want that, do you? Woobity 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 or whatever, Fuck if I really know. But so far, it's not a white person being the evil person. So okay, I'm gonna give you credit for that. But something I noticed during this entire trailer is, where's the diversity? Or have we finally gone full circle? And are we finally being honest with ourselves, or are they finally being honest with us and telling us that diversity has only ever meant black people or gay or trans people, but for this part, only ever meant black people? Are they finally admitting that that's really what it is? That diversity has only ever meant black people? I don't know. Seems kind of telling to me. Anyway, what do you think about that? Tell me in the comments below or in chat. I'd really like to know.